Okay, so this is my Marvel #2 1912 era power hacksaw that I have for sale. But I just wanted to go through a quick demonstration on how it works in case anyone out there has a similar one that they want to restore, or anyone interested wants to see how it works. So basically, this is powered by a line shaft. So there would have been a leather belt that ran on this pulley, either up to an overhead line drive system with similar pulleys and thick leather belts to spin this constantly, or it would have been attached to a smaller engine, either a hit or miss or another engine, also with leather pulley, and it would have been run continuously. And I'm going to go through how basically this works. Here's the flywheel. This would have been spinning, and there is a clutch right here, which as that's spinning, you engage it with this lever on the front, which locks the flywheel to the arm and the crank assembly here, which works similarly like a locomotive arm. As this spins on an off-centric lobe, it draws the saw back and pushes it forward. As it is doing that, the off-centric lobe right here is attached to this spanner style, I guess, hairpin, and this gets pushed this way against this spring, which also pushes this rod in. And as that rod gets pushed in, it pushes on the back of the saw arm there, and it gets pushed and relieve tension, which lowers the tension wedge, because this would have been either all the way up or nearly all the way up for starting. And as the weight gets off it, it slowly goes down until it is all the way down. And once it's all the way down, and the momentum of this spinning will actually disengage the clutch, so that after you have completed your cut, the flywheel is still spinning, and you can safely remove your workpiece, raise up the saw, get your next workpiece tightened in there, and you're ready to go. The other cool part on this saw is all the oiling spots. So the manuals are still available online, and they also go over this. I used a cotton rag for my oiling packing material, but I'm sure any other similar fabric would also work. The saw also has other oiling spots right here. I like to grease crank arm right there, and there's another hole here. So this saw was available in the later models as an electric conversion, so there would have been a motor attached to it, and it would have been a different flywheel, a very similar saw, but this one was strictly flat belt driven. Someone previous to me had added a motor mount on the bottom and just ran a V-belt across it with a normal V-belt pulley. I don't know how it worked. And then someone also previous to me, a very skilled brazier, did all the brazing on this. There were a few spots where some brazing has been done on the end right here, but it was repaired very well a long time ago by a skilled craftsman. and I just took off the old electric motor conversion, reground some pieces, removed some seized bolts, and painted it with a black Polane epoxy, and did some white lettering on the raised letters, which I think fits it very well. But this is the 1912 era Marvel draw cut power hacksaw.